We live by it, chase it, waste it, and fear it. We measure our lives against it. Birthdays, deadlines, memories. But if you stop for a second and listen closely, you'll realize that time itself never makes a sound. It's the one thing we can't see or touch, and yet it defines everything we are. It turns children into parents, dreams into memories, and stars into dust. But here's the mystery. Does time really flow forward, or is that just how we experience it? What if the past, present, and future all coexist, frozen within the fabric of reality, and what we call now is just the frame our consciousness happens to occupy? If that's true, then time isn't a river carrying us forward. We're the ones drifting across a landscape that's already built. To us, time feels real because it moves relentlessly. The clock ticks, the seasons change, our faces age in the mirror. But in the language of physics, time isn't something that moves. It's a coordinate, just like height or depth or width. In 1905, Albert Einstein changed everything. He showed that space and time are not separate. They are woven together into a single continuum, space-time. Move fast enough, and time itself begins to warp. Stand near something massive, and time slows down. Clocks on satellites orbiting Earth tick slightly faster than clocks on the ground. Astronauts on the International Space Station age milliseconds slower than we do. And near a black hole, gravity stretches time so intensely that a single hour could equal years for someone watching from afar. Time, it seems, doesn't just flow. It bends. It twists and folds with the fabric of reality itself. And once you realize that, the idea of time as a steady march forward starts to fall apart. Some scientists even suggest that our feeling of time passing, the sense of before and after, is a trick of the mind. Our brains remember the past, not the future, so we assume that time must be moving forward. But perhaps we're standing still. And awareness is the thing that moves. But if the future already exists, why do we only experience time going one way? That direction, from order to chaos, from birth to decay, comes from a single physical law: entropy. Entropy is the universe's measure of disorder. In the beginning, the cosmos was incredibly simple, dense, smooth, and uniform. As it expanded, it became increasingly chaotic. Stars ignited, galaxies spun, and matter scattered. Entropy rose. You can drop a glass and it will shatter. But shattered glass never leaps back together. You can burn wood to ash, but the ash won't rebuild the tree. Entropy only increases, and that one-way climb gives time its arrow. But here's the twist. The equations of physics work just as well backward as forward. If you filmed the universe in reverse, nothing in the math would change. So why does reality prefer one direction? Because the universe began in a low entropy state, a moment of perfect order we call the Big Bang. From that spark, everything has been falling outward into complexity. So maybe time isn't pushing us forward. Maybe we're simply moving away from cosmic simplicity, toward the unfolding of everything that can exist. But beyond physics, time is deeply human. It's memory, regret, anticipation, and hope. It's how we give shape to meaning, the reason we care about beginnings and endings. Neuroscience shows that our brains don't actually experience time continuously. They collect fragments, snapshots of the world, and then stitch them together into what we perceive as a flowing present. Your sense of now is built from milliseconds of delay, a constantly updated simulation of the recent past. When you remember, you aren't retrieving an old file, you're rebuilding it. reshaping the past using the present moment. And when you imagine the future, your brain lights up the same circuits as memory. So time, as you experience it, isn't external, it's constructed. The future isn't waiting ahead of you, it's forming within you. On the smallest scales of reality, time becomes even stranger. Quantum particles don't follow our rules. They can exist in multiple states at once, and only choose when observed. Some theories even suggest the future can influence the past, a concept called retrocausality. If that's true, then time may be a web, not a line, a network where every cause and effect exist together, each shaping the other across eternity. To us, events seem to unfold, but from the universe's perspective, everything happens at once. It's possible that consciousness itself is the observer that gives time its direction, a kind of cosmic lens focusing potential into experience. Without awareness, there might be no before or after at all. You are a ripple in the architecture of time, a brief alignment of matter, memory, and motion. One day, your clock will stop, but your existence, the pattern you've carved into space-time, will remain, silently woven into the structure of everything that ever was. Maybe time doesn't pass. Maybe we do.